Coach, your team getting the job done in overtime. Overall thoughts on tonight's game?
Thought it was an excellent game from both teams. Thought we really were able to dictate the pace in the first period, threw everything we had at them, and they did a great job of regrouping and getting momentum on their side in the second period after we took the lead. And so, that's a team that they're a heck of a hockey team, and they gave us everything we could handle. And Francois has done a great job with that group, and you know what, they play with a ton of pride and passion, and it was the ultimate test for us. And luckily, we were able to get one there at the end in overtime on an unbelievable play from Rafalski over to Cronin, who found him Beaumont backdoor, and he buried it.
And I mean, your team offensive puck possession and everything. It looked like they dominated, had ease. Overall, how do you feel about your team's compete and their will to just not let up?
I've loved our game the last 8 periods. You know what? I know we got off to a slow start, on Friday night in Game 1, but the resiliency of this group, it's a special group. These guys care so much about one another, and they give everything they have to try to have success for one another. And just fortunate and lucky to be a part of it, because this group means so much to me and this organization and our fan base in the Bismarck Mandan community.
And you flip the script, it's back to square one. You get ready for a new game, championship game, still waiting for your opponent. It's familiar territory for you too, going back to a Robertson Cup championship game. How do you prepare your team until Tuesday?
Yeah, I think, we need to get some rest. Tomorrow we're going to have to discuss if we want to get on the ice a little bit or use it as an off day with us playing 3-3. But, I think it's got to be the same focus we've had all season. It's just, it's another game. Take it shift by shift, understand what the task at hand is, and leave it all on the ice. Make sure that we play with pride and passion like we have all year, heart, and at the end of the day, hopefully we're going to be the ones that are victors.
You've been to a Robertson Cup championship. You've been the one hoisting that cup at the end. How does that preparation help you with your group that you have now?
I just think it's going to be, I was really anxious the last time, not knowing what to expect. And, I just think it's a little bit more at ease, understanding, what's in front of us, kind of the day-to-day over the next 2 days goes. And, making sure that our guys enjoy this experience, because the NHL does a fantastic job hosting this event. It's probably one of the best events in junior hockey. And so, our guys need, get rewarded for the hard work that they've put in through the last 3 days, enjoy it for tomorrow, and, allow us as coaches to start our preparation for whoever our opponent's going to be over the next 48 hours.
So today we saw your team be really effective on limiting Rochester's opportunities to be on the power play. Did you feel like that played a major role in the game today?
Yeah, you know what? I thought we played extremely well. Our puck pursuit was there. We managed our gaps well, and we had relentless in our attack. And you know what? We played a really disciplined game, which was the key, because Rochester, I think, had 3 power play goals on us. We struggled a little bit, wanted to make some changes on our penalty kill for tonight. And only had about 40 seconds that we had to kill off of one of their power plays. And so, it was a pretty clean game both ways. And it was good to see that, it ended 5-on-5.
3 very tight games. How proud of you are you of your roster to be able to battle in these types of situations?
I'm really proud of this group, and you know what? We went down 0-2 in our first series and battled back, and then we lost the first game at home against Austin. And those 2 teams were excellent hockey clubs, and they have great coaches, and so it really helped get us battle tested for this moment. And then going up against another 1 seed in Rochester, and how well coached they are, and how much those kids compete and work for one another. It's really rewarding to be able to come out of this series and have a chance to play for the Robertson Cup. And I'm just excited for our guys. It's a great memory. It's a special group in there, and it's something that they can cherish for the rest of their lives.
You're 1 win away from bringing home the 2nd Robertson Cup for the Bismarck Bobcats. How special is it to know that these athletes have the opportunity to do that?
Yeah, you know what? I think it's going to be, it's all about our players, our fan base, and, all the staff members on our organization, Tom, for all the support that they've given us throughout the course of the season. And you know what, our players, they earn this opportunity, and I want to make sure that we play our best hockey and we get them prepared to the best of our ability so that we give ourselves a great opportunity to win the hockey game. And so, that's kind of the focus right now is, making sure that, our fan base back home is proud of us and that we're going to do everything we can to try to bring it home.
Talking about your fan base, you have quite the fan base here. What does it mean to have them supporting your team, especially here at the Robertson Cup on the road?
Yeah, it's awesome. You know what? I do believe we have one of the best fan bases in junior hockey. Every night at home games, it's sold out. And to see them travel with us here for this tournament, it has been awesome to see. And you know what? They definitely gave us a lift in a couple aspects or in a couple situations during the course of the game where we were kind of reeling a little bit and they got the Go Cats Go chant going. And it just it had that home feeling, and it gave our guys that confidence that, we can find our game back and we have the fan base here that's supporting us. They believe in us. And so let's just go out there and try to take advantage of it.
Thank you so much, Garrett.
Appreciate it.